And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to Castlevania Dracula X, a game that is supposed to be a port of the a port in the SNES of Rondo of Blood, except that it has nothing to do with Rondo of Blood except for the fact that it reuses all of the assets, including characters. I'm not sure if the story that it's said here it's even right. Apparently here Maria is Richter's sister, which I don't think was the case in the original Rondo of Blood, though at least they managed to put Annette as his girlfriend, so I guess that one is correct. Now, if you ask me why this game is in the Advanced Collection, I have no clue, but hey, I don't mind. How is it going, Kyle? It's a real mystery why they decided to put this in the Advance Collection when it's obviously not a game on the Game Boy Advance. It's a Super Nintendo game, but it's fine. Let's just get into it. By the way, this game is a classic Castlevania. And by that I mean that it's not a Metroidvania. It's a classic platforming game. Oh, it doesn't show... Hello? Oh, you need to select. I'm surprised that it doesn't show the intro. It seems that it only shows the intro if you just let the title screen go away. But yeah, basically it's not much different from how it usually is. It's about a couple of people resurrecting Dracula, pretty much. Well, and also what you saw at the beginning, the fact that Maria and Annette are being captured. Another thing that I should mention is that for a lot of people this game is the hardest Castlevania game ever. I don't know if that's the case, but if it is the case, we're gonna be here for a while. Maybe I cannot even beat this today, but that's also a possibility. But that's fine. We have time, I'm not in a hurry. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm already about to die, and I'm barely crossing two screens. That seems like it will be a problem, but that's fine. Also, it doesn't seem like the... Oh, how is it possible that I miss every Medusa head? Seems that there is no whip upgrade. Like, you have always full upgrade of the whip, like right as you begin. I think that was also the case in Rondo of Blood, or not. I can't remember. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a widescreen kill. Well, full screen. The first notes of this theme are pretty... Well, the whole theme is pretty good. I don't think I can cross that, so should I go back? Okay, so if you fall once, you are fucked. I guess it was a good idea that I died, because otherwise I will have... Well, I will have to do exactly what I'm doing here, which is going back. Prepare to lose hair? Eh, that's fine. So wait, is this champ doable? It is. No, in fact, I actually did it. Wait, I want to see what happens if I try to champ these spikes. I'm probably dead, but I want to see. Well, I'm not dead, but I mean... I am dead here, obviously. Okay, so you're not supposed to fall. Also, how many lives do I have? Because I don't see my lives anywhere. Maybe I need to pause? Okay. Here are my lives. 0. So you get 3 lives per attempt. Okay, if you crouch, you don't get pushed back. That's important. For places like this with infinite enemies. just important to know that. So the skeletons are already super buff, in the sense that they throw three bones at a time. They are not choking. Or zombies. Oh, this guy. Instead of appearing inside the mansion, he appears outside of it. Interesting. He doesn't seem very fast though. It was supposed to be a little bit more fast on Rondo of Blood. At least for what I remember. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Oh, they also have other song for when you're about to reach the boss. I thought they will reuse it too, but this is not the same song. This is more silent. The one in Rondo of Blood is a little bit more... I don't know if... Oh, what the hell? Wait, is that the boss? It is. This is the boss song from Rondo of Blood. Oh, it's a Cerberus. Wait, but I don't remember this boss being in Rondo of Blood. I thought that they recycle everything, but this guy seems new to me. Right, isn't this guy new? I thought that they recycle everything. Wait, before continuing, I actually want to... I don't care about the password. But I want to see the intro, because I thought that the intro was gonna appear when I press game start, but it didn't. You have to wait, because the intro is not the same as the story that appears in the collection menu. Like, it actually has a different text. I don't know exactly where the collection text came from. Oh, now you're gonna show the demo? Fuck you. Come on, bro. No, show me the other thing. Show me the intro. I want to see the intro. Come on, I want to learn about how Dracula came to be again. Yeah, 1 coin clear, surely. Are we gonna get it? Yeah, there you go. Okay, tell me the story. Transylvania, the Middle Ages, an evil darkness had befallen the land, giving rise to sinister vampire legends. Until now, the people of Transylvania had grown accustomed to their peaceful existence, securing the knowledge that their famed hero Simon Belmont had sealed the fate of Count Dracula several hundred years prior. Weak townsfolk possessed by the darkness conspired to revive the King of Blood, Dracula, now undead once more, plot to exact revenge upon the descendant of the family that destroyed him, Richter Belmont. The Prince of Evil viciously attacked the town with his unholy legion. He snatched away Richter's girlfriend, Annette, and her sister Maria. Imprisoning them in his vile castle, he lies in wait for Richter to attempt a rescue. Richter, burdened by his destiny, left for Dracula's castle with his legendary ancestral whip, the determination to save his loved ones, and the resolve to send Dracula to eternal damnation once and for all. What a beautiful intro, I gotta say. Like, compared to the one that the collection text had, this one sounds a lot better. I don't know why they didn't use the same one. I mean, considering that the other games have the text from the game itself, I don't know why these ones wouldn't do that. But yeah. Anyways, now that we see the intro, we can actually focus on playing. Though this game is tough. I wouldn't be surprised if I cannot beat this today. But yeah, don't worry about it. We're gonna be doing it slowly. There is no need to rush. No need to rush, let's just take it slowly. Slowly but surely. So something that I didn't see is if pressing continue takes you to the beginning of the stage. I will assume it does, but I actually didn't see it. I want to see. I mean, it will make sense if it did. This is a classic Castlevania game after all. Yeah. Well, in fact, it's such a classic Castlevania game that the champ... Oh, actually, you can change direction mid-champ, but it has to be almost immediate. Kinda. Like, once you already committed to one direction, you cannot change in the middle that quickly. But it's still possible if you do it super fast. Okay, good luck with that. Alright. I also gotta appreciate the extreme size of the ads. And also the fact that you don't lose the item once you use it, once you pick another one. Instead, it replaces it like... Well, I don't remember if Rondo of Blood did that actually. Did Rondo of Blood replace it, or did you just lose it? I can't remember. You know that these champs don't look possible, but as you can see, I'm very clearly doing them. It's a weird feeling. Like, they don't look possible on screen, but then you do them and that's it. Also, okay, it only uses 1 point of hearts. Another thing that this game has just as well, like Rondo of Blood, is the item crash. Which is this. A nice cream. Very cool scream. So I don't think that that's very useful, considering that it didn't seem like it did that much damage. Maybe it's not for bosses. Maybe it's more for regular enemies. So at least there is a good thing compared to the Metroidvanias, which is that you can actually see the boss health. It's the one that is right below my health, of course. Like it's the classic thing to do. I mean, really? Okay, so it seems that if you hit him low, it doesn't connect. You need to hit him in the head. Because I think that I connected a couple of hits with his legs, but nothing happened. This guy is a little bit of a problem. It seems that it's not very predictable where he's gonna land, so you're most likely gonna get hit when he lands. At the same time, it seems that it's better to just move instead of trying to stay in one place, to keep moving forward. Not like that. This platform cucked me, damn it. That platform was supposed to be on my side. It ended up not being on my side. Damn it. Didn't have enough place to run. Unfortunately, was my last life. But as expected, you go to the beginning of the stage. Well, we're gonna be here for a while. I can definitely tell you that. To decrease the volume a little bit. Oh, yeah. So I can imagine that some of these levels are gonna be very evil. I can imagine that some of these levels are not gonna be very friendly to me. Because I imagine, you know, that to me, before I play this game, the hardest Castlevania game was Castlevania Chronicles, but I think that even Castlevania Chronicles was a little bit more merciful on the first stage. But yeah, we will see which one is harder. But I think that people overall say that this game is harder than, well, harder than anything released by Castlevania. I mean, well, by Castlevania, as if Castlevania was a person. No, I mean released on the Castlevania series. But yeah. We will see. Yeah, I don't mind. Even if it takes multiple days, so be it. I mean, it's not the first classic Castlevania that takes me multiple days. I mean, after all, Castlevania 3 and Chronicles were both games that took me 2 streams to beat. So this one could take 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Either way, I'm not complaining. Well, I could be complaining, but not because of that. If I complain, it's for a different reason, probably. We will see. Because the potential for pain is endless. Can you imagine the clock tower here? The clock tower is probably gonna deliver so much pain. Since clock tower is already painful by definition. Still jump far enough. It's a little bit far. Oh, nice dodge. Got his ass. Alright. That was the first level. Very beautiful first level. Oh, and it shows you the password right away. You don't even need to die to see the password. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm assuming that's the password. Alright. Well, by the way, we still haven't entered the castle. And I'm pretty sure that we are not gonna enter the castle either here. Seems like when we get a vampire killer here, huh? Interesting. I don't even remember if Rondo of Blood had a vampire killer remix. Maybe. Oh, I'm dead. I mean, here the cross is actually useful. Like, I should have picked the cross instead of keep the ads. If the cross goes horizontally, it's perfect for this. Though, I don't know how far it travels. That might be an issue. It travels quite far and then you can pick it up, so it seems like a good weapon here. Because usually the cross is the type of weapon I don't want to get. Oh, they're inside the castle? Unbelievable. Or maybe not, I don't know. This might be a bridge inside the castle, or it could be the castle itself. Anything is possible. Oh, we are definitely inside the castle. Though, something that I also think I remember seeing of this game, like someone posted pictures of some areas of this game that apparently make no sense. Make no sense in the fact that you are supposed to be somewhere, but the game is showing you another thing. So we will see about that. Oh, I need to go there. So how useful is the holy water in this game? Oh, okay, it's the type of holy water you throw and it keeps moving forward. I have no lives remaining, right? I don't have any lives remaining. That means that we are in trouble. But hey, in this type of games, the most important thing is learning the level. Once you learn the level, you can have a real attempt. So this level seems to be not a problem so far. We will see about the boss though. The boss could be a very big problem. What's the item crash for this, by the way? Oh, it's the acid rain. So it doesn't seem to deal that much damage at all. It consumes 20 points, by the way, but it doesn't even kill these guys in one use. I will assume that it's not very useful. But yeah, these weirdos. Weren't these weirdos in Super Castlevania 4 too? I can't remember. Fuck that guy. Okay, this stage is actually easy. The problem is the boss. So the boss is the big bad from the first Castlevania. Fortunately, the holy water is kinda useless here. Has some iframes. Okay. Wait. When did I get an extra life? Oh, it's because I reached 20,000 probably. Interesting. So you get an extra life every 20,000 points. Seems useful. Problem is that I don't have any sub-weapon now. I lost the chicken, or well, I think it's supposed to be pork. I don't think... Oh, there is a knife. Well, I don't know if the knife is particularly a good sub-weapon. You can deal a lot of damage against this guy. Problem is that dive that he does later. It can be a little bit annoying. He can also recover wherever he wants to. That can be an issue as well. Come here. Wait, that hit me, really? I almost won. That's a shame. He hit me in my back. It's okay. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a hard boss at all. Just that I got hit at the beginning and I couldn't eat the pork. Interestingly enough, the hardest part of this stage is the very beginning here. It's not like it's super hard, but... definitely isn't easy either. I messed up again. You can still die easily. I should have used the cross, that was my bad. Well, when you die here, at the beginning of a stage, the smartest thing you could do is die again to choose reload lives, but I don't think that will be necessary. Let's just use the cross every time I can. No reason to get stingy. I mean, keep in mind that the classic Castlevanias, no matter what, will only consume 1 heart for... Well, except for the time stop. The time stop consumes 5, but that's fine. Hey Blue, how is it going? We are here yet again, looking to punish Dracula, the Lord of Darkness. None other than the Lord of Darkness himself. But yeah. We will get his ass, don't worry about it. As always. The Belmonts have a perfect record. You see, that's the thing, in the previous game, Area of Sorrow, the protagonist is not a Belmont. That's the reason why he was getting, you know, he was turning evil. Yeah. Only way to deal with Dracula is with Belmont's whip. Well, either that or what can also work is his own son, Mr. Alucard. That works too. And that dealt a lot of damage. I'm not sure how you're supposed to dodge that attack. I mean, sometimes these guys decide to do that attack instead of doing that spinning thing. Because the spinning thing is not a problem as long as you stay far away, but the charge attack, I really have no clue how to dodge it. Well, I mean, I'm assuming that if you see him charging, you're supposed to stand back, but it's not like this guy is fast enough for that, you know. I don't think he is. Okay, sham back works. If you see that he's raising his spear and he's not close to dying, you should do that. Another thing that is good is that, except for exceptions like the Medusa heads, it does not seem like enemies have infinite respawn. Like, if you exit the area, they don't respawn, it seems, which is pretty cool, because that usually is a problem. Oh, this is also a problem. So you don't have many iframes. Well, that's good to know now, rather than later. Still a shame that I got hit there, but I need to learn about that in some way. What is this trajectory? Okay, so I really cannot trust the bat to do an arc above me or below me, because he doesn't seem to do that consistently. Sometimes he likes homing back to me. So that's bad. Alright, maybe that guy is not as easy as I thought, but it's still not hard. It's just that... Wait, I didn't pick the cross. Well, that's very bad. I'm dead, yeah. Damn it, I didn't pick the cross. Well, at least here you can die very easily, so you can just reload your lives in a matter of seconds. But yeah, picking the cross is very important. Don't miss it. At least I like that they give you the right item at the right time. They don't give you useless shit. Oh, well, at least not yet. Maybe they do later. There are a lot of Castlevania games that don't give you the item you need the moment you need it. Like, they give it to you before, like a couple of areas before the current area, but you need to keep it if you want to. You need to keep it if you want to avoid overriding it. That's what you gotta do. It also seems that the trigger for the net's screen is always at the floor. Like you cannot trigger the exit in the air. Now that might seem like an unnecessary piece of information, but in some places it will save your life. So what's the cross item crash should kill these two enemies, right? Oh, I wasn't expecting it to be like that. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, so that's useful against anyone. I mean, maybe it doesn't deal that much damage, but it already seems a lot better than the acid rain. That one doesn't seem very good at all. Yeah, this one seems like it at least deals good damage. Though I think it needs 17 hearts, or maybe I didn't see properly. It seems it's spent. Nice. Well, but see, this is the thing. If this was another Castlevania game, falling here would have costed me enemies respawn. Like, enemies will have respawned here and I will have to fight them again. But because it's this game, you don't need to. Like, you can just keep going with this place being completely empty, you know? Important to kill this skeleton before he has the opportunity to start throwing shit at you. Nice. Okay. This is a good attempt. The first time you can definitely stay there to damage him more. But I don't know how good of an idea it is. I wonder how many times I can use that item crash. I landed into it. It seems that you get iframes at the beginning, but not later. That's important to know. Do you get any weapon here? I forgot. Do you? Something tells me you don't. Or is it here? Oh, you get the knife. Problem is that the knife item crash was like a flurry of knives, right? Doesn't seem particularly useful at all. I wouldn't say it's useful at all, really. I mean, the damage is shit. So that's part of the course with the knife. Just that I expected the item crash to be a little bit less disappointing, but no. The item crash is just as shit as the regular item. Maybe it's useful against a specific enemy. At least the regular item are 3 knives. He had to go all the way there as well. Damn it. You know, this is fine, don't worry about it. I mean, I'm surprised I still haven't beating this guy, because he's definitely not hard to beat. I know that dying to it 6 times he might look hard, but no, I'm just bad, which is different. Don't get them confused. Oh, he definitely hits like a truck, that's for sure. That the little bats are very unreliable. Sometimes they can be a huge pain. I guess this is the kind of fight that it's better to not rush. Like, just take it slowly, because if you take it slowly, it doesn't seem like you're gonna get randomly hit. You know? You just do it calmly. Seems like you're gonna be fine. Maybe that should apply to other boss fights as well. Instead of trying to get rid of the boss as soon as possible, maybe you just need to be more patient. Hello? Okay, how are you not dead? Oh, really? Him. So you can double KO this guy. Oh, definitely, after that attack. That's a little bit cheap though. An attack at the end. So I guess I gotta be careful. Even when a boss is dead, he can be a problem. Well, Rondo of Blood also had that. Good example being the Minotaur boss. But yeah. Well, at least we are already on the castle. Though I can see a lot of evil stuff in the bottom. Why would we want to go to the bottom, though? Why don't we just go to the top right away? We're probably gonna fall there. And we get bloody tears. I'm assuming that on the next level we're gonna get stage 1 from Castlevania 3. I don't know how that song is called, actually. Hey, do you know how that song is called, Kyle? The first stage from Castlevania 3, which is also a song that gets recycled to hell and back. Yeah. Oh, extra life. Seems that it's almost impossible to get 20,000 points in a single stage. Usually, seems that it will have to be between 2 stages. Right? Good try. The Medusa. It seems like the Medusa heads are gonna be even more dangerous here, for the simple fact that they are one of the... come on! I can't believe that. How many lives do I have? I have 0. I probably should reload here. Problem is that there is no bottomless pit. And those spikes don't deal that much damage. Yeah, I guess I could just continue to at least learn the stage. It also seems that there is a lot of ways to just cut this stage. Instead of worrying to go for a specific safe route, you can just cut a lot of this platform with jumps. Not this one though. I guess there are multiple ways of reaching the top. Unfortunately, I have no item here. Then again, I don't need to kill these things. Just that the Medusa heads is what make it annoying to get through. I wanted to see if there was fall damage, but there doesn't seem like there is. I mean, there is no fall damage in Castlevania games, but in some Castlevania games, when you go up, everything that is below you, it's a bottomless pit. Even though you just came from there, the game considers it a bottomless pit. Did I get hit there? Guess these things are bigger than they look. It was enough to ride the staircase, but no. That sucks, damn it. Yeah, I think I would appreciate the game having a little bit more iframes. The lack of iframes is a little bit upsetting. Because if I'm not mistaken, at least the NES games had a lot of iframes. I think they did, right? Or maybe I'm wrong and they didn't. I'm just imagining that. Maybe I'm confusing this game with Mega Man. Mega Man has a ton of iframes when you get hit. Well, at least the classic ones. I think that Mega Man 0 doesn't, for example. I don't remember about Mega Man X. I think Mega Man X also had a lot of iframes. I mean, I play so many platforming games that I should forget about it. Damn. Okay, without killing those guys, it seems a little bit hard to continue. It also seems very hard to kill these guys without an item. I mean, if you don't have an item, how do you do it? I'm assuming you're supposed to pick up an item somewhere here, but where? I didn't see any item. Maybe I should look up for an item first, but where are my items? Maybe it's because I'm skipping. No, it's not because of that. Alright, so maybe there is an item here to the right. Oh, that's not an item. Is that an item? Okay, that's an item. So unfortunately, I guess I shouldn't cut through the left because there is an item on the right. But it doesn't even seem like you're cutting that much in the first place. Because I think that both the right and the left side are just as fast. I don't think they are that different at all. In that case, it's better to go on the right side. It also seems that surprisingly the axe deals more damage than the whip, because you can kill those stone statues of 2 hits instead of 3. That's surprising. Oh, holy water. Oh, here actually the holy water is useful, but can you even throw it? Well, if you jump or from... the problem is that... Wait, the holy water consumes 3 points of... Well, 3 hearts, I mean. Really? That's fucked up. So basically, there is no reason to use the holy water here. Like, both the regular one and the item crash are completely worthless. Oh. The time stop, I will bet that is very useful here. Oh, nice invincibility, that is not gonna matter. I wasn't expecting to die like that, but... Usually invincibility in these games is worthless simply because... You're gonna... it runs out too fast. By the time you need it, it's probably gonna go away. I also have a hard time to hit a lot of these candles. Seems like the candles are put in a place where you can not really reach them comfortably. At least it looks that way. Well, not to mention that even if you can hit it, a lot of times the heart just falls to a platform that you don't want to access. Right? Beautiful. Well, at least this first screen seems to be more or less dominated. That's good. I'm worried about the screen that comes later. That screen seems like a very big issue. Because having a bottomless pit and a moving platform seems like an awful combination. But I guess the time stop here will be very useful, especially if these bats have infinite spawn, which it seems they do. Okay. Oh, the time stopping is not immediate. That's fucked up. It actually needs a little bit of wind up. Why are you like that? Okay, now you time stop. Yeah, and the issue is that when you're supposed to crouch there, you cannot use it. So yeah, a little bit of an issue. At least it only consumes 4 hearts. Could have been a lot worse. Wait, this is not a time stop. Though at the same time, you don't get pushed back when you crouch, so I could just crouch on the entirety of the platform. Because I'm not gonna get killed if I do that. Nice. You forgot to champ, Mr. Richter. You kinda forgot. It's okay. A rookie mistake. You're gonna get it next time. So I keep forgetting that I shouldn't kill those statues at the beginning. It doesn't serve any purpose to do that. You can use them as platforms, and it's faster. I mean, you don't get points, but come on, who cares about points? I mean, you can get extra lives with points, but those extra lives are... I mean, you're not gonna see it immediately. So there is one thing that I like about the game, and it's that the checkpoints are so far consistent, in the sense that you enter a screen, and if you die in that screen, you start from the beginning of the screen, which is something that didn't really happen in a lot of the classic games. Like, the checkpoints were a lot more random. Like, sometimes it will be at the beginning of a screen, and sometimes it will be a very long way back. So I appreciate that, the fact that this game is not like that. Come here. Alright. So the strategy in the moving platform is crouching. So the danger doesn't come just from getting hit by an enemy. The danger also comes from missing the platform itself, which is pretty easy to do because it doesn't seem like the platform stops exactly where it should. So like, it leaves a little bit of a gap, so you're kind of supposed to jump into it, kind of like that. It's especially hard considering there is also enemies everywhere. See, for example, this one, if I had just gone there, I would have died. The jump has to be precise. But okay, that's manageable. Just a little bit annoying, but it's definitely manageable. Now the question is, what the boss of this stage is gonna be. Depending on that, a lot of things can happen. Oh, wait, I saw that. Where are we getting here? Chicken? Oh, an extra life. Well, that's pretty generous. Yeah, that wall looked very suspicious. It was bound to have something. Didn't know it was gonna be an extra life. How many do I have? Oh, I haven't lost yet. Nice. That's pretty cool. Still not dead. Uh-oh, this doesn't look cool. Is any of this gonna have a jumping enemy? No, even worse, it's gonna have... Oh, okay, it has jumping enemies, but not the one I expected. Actually, here I probably will prefer the knife because of those skeletons. Oh, okay, never mind. I would have preferred the... I would have preferred the ads here. I should have trusted the game. My bad, my bad. Huh? Oh, I fell to an alternate stage. Didn't know this game was gonna have an alternate stage. I mean, Rondo of Blood has them, but... Interesting. Hey Stank, how is it going? Rondo of Blood also has them. The difference is that in Rondo of Blood you can continuously go back and forth. Not here though. Yeah, an alternate stage is better than Dead, though I hope that it doesn't affect the ending. That will be bad. Because I mean, the original Rondo of Blood had 2 endings. Well, 3 if you count Maria, I guess. But yeah, this one I don't know how it's gonna be. Will be a little bit pissed if I lose on the good ending just because I fell. The question is how I jump there though. Or from here? No? No, it has to be from here, but... Okay, it's a very tight jump, but it's not impossible. At least for what I know, the Rondo of Blood, you get the bad ending if you don't rescue Annette. I think that you need to rescue them all, perhaps. I'm not sure. Well, here there is only 2 to rescue, which is Annette and Maria. I don't know if they are gonna be in specific places of the game. Because maybe the fact that I fell here means that I won't get to see them. I don't know. It's possible. Also, that floor looks slightly... No, it's the same. I was gonna say that it looks slightly different. And I mean it does, it's a different color. Wait, can you jump back? Or you don't? I'm supposed to keep going. it's gonna take a while. It doesn't help that these guys spawn anywhere, even if it's right in front of you. Well, I'm pretty much dead anyways. But yeah, you can make it to the other side. It's just that it's slower and obviously more dangerous as well. Alright. Wait, can I make this jump? Well, not if a bat doesn't let me make it. But hey, at least it's not that far from the other side. I thought that wasn't gonna count. It did count though. Okay. Bats. Question is, what's more annoying, if bats or Medusa heads? I mean, they are both annoying in their own right. And that bat doesn't seem to want to do anything. Okay, he did something there. I think I still have one more life. Okay, by one more I mean two technically. Oh, this guy. You remember this guy in Rondo of Blood had a shit ton of health. And it seems that here it's no different. Okay, so he does a dash. Like here, he will dash at you. But calling it a dash is a little bit of a stretch. It's the bastard child of Rondo of Blood. It is indeed. How is it going, Monsamash? Hey, don't worry. I'm ready for it. Like, I already mentally prepared myself, so you don't need to worry about it. We are prepared for the worst. Yeah. We got this, don't worry. Oh, that's interesting. The spikes there. Okay. Notice that here. I mean, the real issue are not the spike, but the mudmans. Mudmen, I guess. Also, that bat is like it wants to attack, but maybe no. Oh, that one definitely will. Oof, okay. I mean, I'm out of life, so I'm definitely gonna die before I reach the boss. But... which the boss most likely is here. Yes, it is. Wait, is the boss the treasure? I hope no, because that... wait, no, the treasure was in Super Castlevania. I'm mistaking games. Oh. Where are you? I don't see you. Oh. This one is a necromancer. He doesn't want to show himself though. Seems like he's a little bit shy. Yeah, he doesn't want to show himself, so I guess I need to chase after him. That's a shame. Alright, so be it. But, you know, the boss I was thinking of was basically a bunch of gold that turns into like a giant bat. That boss was cool, but it's from Super Castlevania 4. I mean, it was cool, but it was hard. Is the reason why I say that, oh no. It is a cool boss. Nice, okay. Basically, you need one foot into the platform to make that jump, and you get it. Oh. Sometimes you can get into the stairs, and sometimes you don't. Also, there is something that I figured out today. That there was a word that I was mispronouncing all this time, and nobody told me. The word being encyclopedia. I was pronouncing it as encyclopedia. I had no idea. My bad, but it's not the only one. There are multiple words that I've been saying for quite some time. So not precisely in the Castlevania streams, but for example, those things that you use as an eye protector, I used to call them googles, but they are pronounced goggles. Google is the company, you know? I always say I don't care. Well, I mean, I guess you can say I don't, but it's more about the fact that I was sure they were said like that. I had no doubt in my mind, you know? It's not because there are some words that sometimes I see and I don't dare to pronounce because they already look hard to pronounce. But I was sure that I was pronouncing encyclopedia right, but I wasn't. And then there was another word that now I cannot remember. Rhapsody is more of a not reading properly more than mispronouncing. But yeah, words like encyclopedia are the type of words that you need to listen to once to know that they are pronounced that way, because you can read them, but yeah, reading them doesn't mean much. M2? Really? Oh, damn, I reached the boss so fast. Holy shit. Alright, I guess I play the level well. Alright, Necromancer, show yourself. So he's a coward, like you need to follow him. It's not gonna come to you, it seems. Uh-oh, I got cursed. Seems that when you are cursed, you cannot attack. Well, you can attack, but you are extremely slow. Wait, how did that miss? I call bullshit on that one. How did that one miss? Okay, that one projectile is a problem, because if you get hit by that, you're gonna receive a lot of damage. Not just a little bit. At least it seems that the knife is actually useful, instead of being a sack of shit like it usually is. Oh, he has a second face. Right. Wait, what are those tombstones? Oh, they are. Well, yeah, they are. Hey, Yami, how is it going? That's indeed what a bigot like you will say. I know. Shaft? I don't know. It could have it. Wow, I don't know how that projectile didn't hit me. Okay, this seems like it's the sweet spot for this guy. That seems to work wonderfully. Alright, the problem is that the tombstones here don't seem to be very easy to deal with, because you cannot stop them, I think, by hitting them. A little bit goofy to attack with tombstones, if you ask me. Nice. On the last knife. Damn, and they still damage you at the end. That's so fucked up. I got it. I played Berseria for 100 hours and only realized how combo works. Did you? Don't think Shaft is in this game. Guess you can say that he got Shaft. Get it? Wait, how the fuck am I here? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. I was down there, how did I end up there? Excuse me? Maybe only the balls remain? It's a possibility. Also, earlier I was asking you, Kael, if you knew what the name of stage 1 of Castlevania 3 is. Because I know that that stage is used a lot in other Castlevania games. So what's the name of that song? That's my question. Or maybe you don't know. That's a possibility too. Beginning? Ah, damn it. That's such a generic name. I was expecting something more iconic. I mean, Vampire Killer and Bloody Tears. Something that you can... I mean, you can associate to other things, but usually when you say that, you think of Castlevania, well, at least if you're a video game fan, I guess. But with Beginning, that's very generic. Oh, well, that was interesting. So we have a lot of blocks. Seem to be in very bad shape. Nice. How many lives? Oh, I have 0 lives. Amazing. Beautiful even. Wait, I thought that he was 1 hit away. Did they get buff or did I miscount? Uh-oh. Oh, and that guy takes more than 1 hit to die. We'll say the same about Leon's theme. I don't know what the name of that one is. I'm not sure. This guy being here is very annoying because my whip doesn't seem like it reaches him. It also has a lot of health. Oh, it's called Leon's theme. I mean, it will be a problem if Resident Evil has a song named Leon's theme. That will be a problem. But I don't think he does, right? I don't think I remember seeing something like that. Also, damn, this is quite a lively song for Castlevania. It's like we're having a party instead of trying to dispel the King of Darkness, you know? Just having a party at Dracula's castle, the legendary Castlevania. Oh, Wait, but what happens here when you are out of platforms? Do they respawn? Well, I guess they do respawn. Or do they? Wait, what happens? Or maybe you need to exit and come back. They definitely respawn like that. I think that's the solution. Okay, yeah, that seems to be the solution. You gotta be careful with the crows. I guess you can do something like that. The crow can still... Oh, never mind. I don't need the crow to fuck me up. I can do it myself. Don't you worry. I can just do it myself. The crow is still alive, isn't he? Yeah, he's there. Chilling. Well, not now. He's now dead. Alright, there you go. It wasn't that bad. I can imagine that you could probably tilt a little bit there. Unfortunately, these guys will need to go down first, because if I stay up there, the problem is that going down... I think the issue here is having the holy water. The holy water is garbage, but I don't think I can do much, because you don't get any other item here. I guess dying here is basically game over. So you don't get any items at all. So maybe you can make these guys retreat like this. Okay, yeah, never mind. I exaggerated. That seems very easy. Let's just make them... Oh, this guy. This guy appeared in the final stage of Rondo of Blood. Why are you appearing here? Isn't it a little bit too early for you? I don't know if crouching actually... No, okay, crouching doesn't work. In Symphony of the Night? I don't remember if these guys appear at the end of Symphony of the Night. I mean, there is a lot of things appearing at the end of Symphony of the Night. So that depends on what you count the end, I guess. Oh, this guy is not going back, huh? So maybe I can attract him here and then go up. But then I have to deal with the other guy. Well, better than dealing with the two of them. The problem is that, yeah, that's what I fear. Now I have to deal with both regardless. Alright, that's fine. I got your ass. How am I gonna deal with this one? Pretty sure I really want to avoid falling here. If I fall, I think I need to go all the way around. But unfortunately, this guy... How am I gonna drive him out? I can't. Well, at least not without an item. And unfortunately, I can't fall, because I will have to redo the whole thing. But this guy doesn't seem like he's gonna get out of there, right? Oh, that guy really likes being there. Oh, but I can hit him. As long as I make him go all the way here. Got your ass. Okay. Good. Okay, I wonder if there is something in the wall. Doesn't seem like it, though I didn't check all of the walls. Also have one more life. That's good. But I don't know if I will be able to see the boss. I hope. Probably should get rid of you. Oh, for some reason that didn't work. Okay. Oh, that sounds like a pain. Well, it looks like a pain. But at least these platforms are not giving away yet. Also, you don't get any weapon here at all. Sub-weapon, I mean. That seems like quite an issue. Because, I mean, how do I deal with this guy otherwise? Well, you need to wait for him, but... I guess that's the way it is. You just wait for him. Oh, at least I got a sub-weapon here. I think that it didn't hit him, though. It doesn't seem like it will hit him either, because... not like I can shoot this while crouching, so... I mean, I could do the item crash, but that seems like a waste. Not to mention, I don't think I even have enough hearts. Oh, okay. This is where the crumbling platforms appear. I didn't even need to stop time there. And here comes the boss. Oh, it's the werewolf? It is. I don't think this works against bosses, right? No, it doesn't seem to. I also cannot do the item crash. I'm pretty sure the item crash is an actual time stop, so it wouldn't do anything anyways. Alright, I need to learn this guy. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't remember what was the candle that gave me the time stop, so much as I would like to avoid it, I'm not sure how to, because I don't know which one it was. I gotta say that all things considering, the crows in this game are not as annoying as in Castlevania 3 at least. Because they seem to have a very specific pattern that is not very hard to see at all. They actually wait for you. Problem is if you leave them unchecked. If you leave them unchecked, they can definitely be a problem, and they will be a problem. I tried to go for a bat and I lost half my health. I guess going for a bat here is the wrong idea. You just need to wait for the Fleaman. It seems completely useless to go for the bat. Wait, is there something down here? No? Are you telling me that those barrels are down there for absolutely no reason at all? Telling me those barrels serve no purpose? That's weird. Nice. Also, as long as you keep jumping, as long as you keep doing a neutral jump, it's not really a problem to deal with that. Okay, so the strategy here was going to the left side. Well, but wait, they are not retreating here. Well, I guess I will need to fight after all. Well, they were gonna retreat, but they didn't feel like retreating. Well, a fight it is then. If you wanna fight, I'll give you one. Asshole. At least if I die now... Wait, is there something here? No. Unfortunately, it seems that these walls are empty. Then one of them... It would be nice if one of them had something. Doesn't seem like it. Not even this one that is so lonely in there. No, it doesn't have it. Unfortunately. Wow, that's quite the range. I should have used the knives. I mean, there was no reason to save the knives, and now I'm not gonna get a sub-weapon in a while. Though, what happens if I kill this guy? There might be a sub-weapon at the other side of him. So how many hits do I need? 6? Okay. No, there is nothing on this side actually. Damn it. Got your ass. It seems that this stage is relatively stingy with the sub-weapons. Really don't want to give it to you. For some weird reason. It is the way it is. So here there will be a lot of fighting, indeed. I don't know if their movement is random or what. It does seem to be very random though. Nice. Got your ass. I wonder if this guy... Like, the problem is that if I jump right on here, there is no way that's a good idea. It feels better to just trigger him like this instead. Seems like a way better idea. I'm curious if he does his forward attack, if it's gonna damage me. Because that thing has a lot of range, so it could reach me. Ass. Nice. You can be very patient with that and get it relatively well. Just that this guy is a little bit annoying. Yeah, nothing that big of a problem. Just gotta be patient. This game seems to reward patience a lot, actually. Because a lot of these enemies are not hard to kill as long as you're patient. Something that other classic Castlevanias, is not like they punish, but they tend to be not very permissive either. Unfortunately, the cross here is not gonna remain. So this guy is barely receiving damage. Okay, the item crash does something there. That's for sure. What is he gonna do? Nice. I got turbo carried by the item crash. The item crash of the cross seems so good. It just seems like the best item crash in the game by a long shot. I guess you want to keep the cross as much as you want. One coin clear incoming? Yeah, sure. Alright. We're going... it's interesting that there are two towers. I wonder if we're gonna go back to the other tower or what. It's a little bit weird. Oh, something that is even weirder that I'm noticing is that I'm not getting any achievements for beating these bosses. So maybe the achievements on this game for the collection are different. Like they are actual challenges. Because in the previous games, well, speaking of beginning, this is the song I was talking about. But yeah, the thing is that I'm not getting achievements for beating the bosses here. I'm a little bit concerned about that. I guess this game has no achievements. I guess Konami doesn't consider an achievement to play this game, like it does with the Metroidvania ones. I mean, I can just jump here. Nice miss. Like I perfectly miss him. The issue here is that jumping to hit this guy seems like a bit of a problem. I mean, here I have the item, but I don't know which item you even get. Or playing Mario now, or what? After all, this is a Super Nintendo game, you know? I guess they needed something that Mario players will feel identified with. Wait, am I supposed to go back? Oh, I am. At least them, very generous to heal me like that. I'm more surprised that the champ can reach that far in the first place. Or that high rather than far. Oh, nice. Oh, this is the clock tower. That means that death is gonna be here. I think death is gonna be here, but not just the one you are thinking of. There will be many deaths in here. How many lives do I have? 1. Okay. I'm surprised that they didn't put the lives in the UI, because they definitely have more than enough room to place the lives in the UI without needing to pause the game. Hey, it's whatever. Not like pausing the game is that big of a deal. Am item crashing here? Because seems like the bats can spawn right next to you. They don't give a shit. Oh, that's a very big issue. That didn't hit me, but sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night, game. I'm just kidding. That did hit me, but I mean, it was the very wings of the bat, the one that hit me. The fact that those have a hitbox is messed up. Oh, at least you get a cross here. Okay. At least we can rest assured. Unfortunately, the item crash requires a little bit more hearts. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to deal with this guy here. Because I mean, once he's there, unless you item crash, it's impossible to continue. And if you die on that screen, you cannot item crash. That seems like a little bit of a problem. It would be funny if one of the achievements for this game was 1 coin clearing. Can you imagine that? I will assume that a game like this is not... Well, you will need practice for sure, but I mean that... Well, so far all the stages that I played, assuming you have the right items, they don't seem like a problem at all to memorize, I mean. They don't have anything that requires a specific level of execution yet. It's probably gonna be the case later, but not for now. Oh, damn it, that sucks. Unfortunately, oh, there is a bottomless pit here. Oh, that's great. So you have an instant retry on this level. Because some levels don't have a bottomless pit on the first screen, but this one is generous enough to have it. So that's cool. Mr. Crow. Oh, though it's... the previous screen was so easy that I thought that this screen was the first one, not the previous one. My bad. No, this one is the actual first one. Hey, can you tell your RNG, Mr. Armor, to not do that, please? You know what? Fuck you. I mean, I can ignore him. Just that I will probably need to get hit once like it happened there. Oh, isn't it possible to just... like, jump up from here? Or are these platforms more... No, you can just do this. Is that a bug or what? Why would you want to go all the way if you can just do that? That was weird. I mean, I'll take it. That basically means that that screen is free. Yeah, I was out to say, because I saw the previous, or well, the other platforms that were also moving like that. I saw that... Wow, nice attack. Oh, and now he's gonna gain terrain here. That's fucked up. And when he does this, there's nothing you can do other than getting fucked. Well, he was a couple hits away there, but... The problem is how you do that one. Had to step away for a second, steal one coin clear. Yeah, dude. 100% a one coin clear. Of course. Yes, believe it. That te vayó. No, in case you are serious, the answer is clearly no. In case you were serious, which is hard to tell, but yeah, no. Besides, this is not an arcade game, mister. There are no coins here. It's one coin clear when you need to put coins. Well, even if you say one credit clear, that's still inaccurate, because there are no credits. No item crash? Yeah, sure. Wait, did that crow just disappear or what? I think that crow flied so far he actually disappeared. But I'm glad. Thanks for saving me the trouble, I guess. I appreciate it. There are two here though. I think one of them also disappear again. Oh wait, you can hit this guy from here. Wait, that seems like a good idea because he cannot hit me, but I can. And also it seems that there is no contact damage either. I still can't believe you can beat this screen like that. Because the only thing you are missing for not going to the other side is chicken. That it's pretty good, but I mean, if you don't get hit, you don't need it. That's the thing. And the idea is that if you just keep the screen like that, you will not need it. That's the whole point. Okay, so this guy is a problem. Because he's so random. I guess you need to trigger him. Okay, the bats appearing on the edge you are on is terrible. Like, come on, dude. That's not even something that the classic Metro Castlevanias had. Okay. So as long as you have enough hearts to do the item crash there, I guess you are mostly fine. The bats appearing from nowhere is an issue. I am surprised because historically in Castlevania, those enemies that have infinite respawn usually always spawn at the opposite side that you are currently on. Because otherwise it obviously will be unfair. Okay, I think I need to jump over that guy. Because he will charge like that. Probably. So the issue are these schools. I basically have to ignore the second one. But it's hard to do. Well, it's not hard to do. So you need to let it spawn first. Because otherwise you won't ignore shit. I'm still a little bit unsure of how these gears work though. Okay, spawn. There you go. Nice. Yeah, you get hit, but it's a trade I'm willing to make. Seems that the clock tower, it's not over yet. Doesn't want to be over yet. Unfortunately, the Medusa heads had to appear. They had to fill their quota on the clock tower. Oof. Actually have a landing animation if you jump from too high, it seems. Something worth taking into account, because it can be a problem. Oh, this jump looks hard to do, especially since the Medusa heads won't stop. Oh, you can just jump here, okay. And this stage is long. So it seems like this is the boss. Probably. Oh, do we have chicken? Oh, one, okay. I mean, sure, why not? So... Oh, it's... okay. It's the lady. It seems to have a shit ton of health. But it might also be the knife being dog shit. Wait, these are shaft balls. I just realized. Well, they are eyes. Well, they are eyeballs. Yeah, they are definitely here. Okay, the lining seems to be the hard one to dodge. In fact, I have no idea how to dodge the lining, because it seems to have a very weird trajectory. Also, do I have an item? Wait. Oh, it would be nice if you got the extra life every single time. Would be very cheap though. But yeah, at least you get the knife every single time. I recall this being bad ending path. You think so? So this game has bad ending? And that sucks. So I guess I wasn't supposed to fall on stage 3 or something. Maybe. Well, that's a shame if that's the case. Yeah, I know, like Rondo. That's so annoying. Especially for a game that, unlike Rondo, this one doesn't have stage select. It's alright. The lightning is very clearly the strongest attack this boss has. That's for sure. The other ones seem very easy to dodge for the most part. Alright. I wonder if you say that, I wonder if that was supposed to be an ed. Huh? Okay. Yeah, I guess it is the way it is. Though it's a little bit fucked up. Well, I mean, you have a password system, but in the third stage, if you fall, there's nothing you can do. You still fight Dracula, but just another ending. Right, but I don't want to see the bad ending, of course. Oh, and then we suddenly appear there. And what a teleport, okay. Pretty nice. What the hell? We were on the other side. How did that happen? Unbelievable. It's okay. Yeah, magic. I can assume so. The problem is that this... What happened with that though? Maybe you were supposed to fight that instead of that boss that I fought. Maybe we're gonna fight that here. So I doubt it, because this looks like it is. This looks like it is the throne room, you know? I think I'm out of lives. I am. But you know, there's something interesting about this place. This is what I remember seeing. So technically you are right there. What you see in the background is apparently the place where you are. But for some reason in the game you are far from that. That's one of the errors the game has in terms of location. I mean, not like it's, you know, something that crazy considering that we should teleport here anyways. You fight there instead of the schoolgirl. That's a shame. What can we do? So I guess the condition is to not fall on stage 3. I mean, I assumed that that was the case. I kinda wanted to retry that, but at the same time, I just wanted to keep going as well. I mean, I don't see any reason to retry the whole thing, because that seems a little bit stupid. So I could check the password, actually. Seems like it will be a good idea, since this game has a password system. I could check for a password that allows me to start from the right stage. But at the same time, it would be nice to see what the stage 3 boss was supposed to be. I didn't see that. Wait, what happens if I fall here? Can I make it back? Oh, you're supposed to... okay. You go back here. You go quite back. Well, it could be worse, I guess. Right, you don't want to fall here. So the Medusa heads will make sure you do. Oh, and there is also that guy. Yeah, that combination seems like an issue. So then, I wouldn't want to see Maria dying. Don't really give a shit about Annette. Then don't do that to Maria. Wow, I did everything wrong there. Amazing. I guess depending on the amount of time that I have left, assuming that I can actually beat this. And the fact that I have no sub-weapon sucks too. So isn't it a little bit messed up that they recycle bloody tears twice? It's a little bit messed up if you ask me. This part seems very annoying. I mean, the issue as always are the Medusa heads. You're not guaranteed to kill them because of that shitty arc they have. This is so annoying, god damn it. I mean, killing the armor is not a problem, but killing the Medusa heads is... Alright. So how am I gonna do this? Because I mean, if I do a neutral jump, that's not gonna work, clearly. Guess you will try doing something like that. I very heavily delay your hit. It seems that that's what you gotta do. Delay your hit until they are right next to you. Okay, that seems to work at least. Well, you can choose the weapon, but I'm choosing the cross, of course. Is this gonna be the final boss? I wonder. Well, that's Dracula, okay? Oh, so I see what they mean when you can very easily fall in this fight. Because for some reason they wanted to make the throne room something with bottomless pits. Yeah, very good idea, I gotta say. The problem is that this guy is extremely random. Oh, at least you get healing. It takes like 20 hits. Let's see how many he takes with this. Wow, that didn't do shit. Okay, the item crash doesn't seem very good. Not for this phase at least. Maybe it is for some other one. But it seems like it will be a very big problem. This boss fight does indeed seem pretty hard. And it's even worse to think that I'm gonna get the bad ending here. It almost makes me want to use a password to go to the good stage seeds instead. Well, that way I can also see death. I mean, I could do it. Because I don't want to beat this guy twice, you know? Judging by how the fight is, it's not the kind of guy that you want to fight more than once. I feel like I'm just gonna use a password to get to the good stage 6, because I ain't want to deal with it again, if it's possible, you know? I mean, the stage itself is short, at least, but the fight doesn't seem... I mean, not only doesn't seem like it's gonna be short, but it also doesn't seem easy. Just play the PSP version. I already played the PSP version, bro. What you talking about? The PSP version that is an actual faithful remake of Rondo of Blood instead of whatever this is supposed to be. But yeah, I already played it, not on stream though. I guess I could have that excuse to play again. Now the question is the cross really the best idea here? But it seems like it is. Wait, why did that not hit him? Where the fuck is his hitbox? Like, I don't get how that didn't hit him. Well, that hit him at least. But it seems like the hitbox is not actually the head, but rather like his pendant. That seems like his hitbox. The RNG here is a little bit messed up, if you ask me. Okay, no, the pendant is not the hitbox. It seems like it is his head, it's just that... One right there, you cannot even hit him. Well, I guess instead of the cross, I should probably get the adze. Because the adze will for sure hit him there. It seems like the adze is the best idea. Now the question is if you appear here or in the Okay, so at least you appear in this room so you can choose any weapon you want and any time you want. So I'm gonna pick the adze. Seems like it is the best weapon to use here. Seems to be the case. But couldn't they at least make the RNG so there is a chance... No, not there is a chance. That there is a guarantee that the place he appears is somewhere close to you. Because I mean, it's not just stupid the fact that you cannot hit him because he appears at like the other side of the screen. But it's also stupid that he cannot hit you either. It seems completely backwards, you know? Wait, that... Oh, that did the hit effect because of the chicken. It wasn't because I hit him. It seems like it's gonna take an absolute eternity. And there are some times where he should get hit and he doesn't. That's messed up. Definitely quite a boss. Okay, at least if you crouch, you don't get thrown. So my question is, what happens when you finish stage 3? Like the real stage 3. What happens? Like, is there a cutscene of you rescuing someone? Or is it just something that, you know, that just happens? Like, when you reach stage 6, that it just changes. Like, what are the differences is what I want to know between the good and the bad route. It's very messed up, first of all, that that's the case, but yeah, you keep appearing there, actually. It'll be pretty cool. You need to pick up a key sub-weapon like in Rondo, then open the door for one of the girls. And where is that door? Is that door in the clock tower like in... like in Rondo of Blood? Because maybe it's not about the stage 3 at all. Maybe it's just about doing stage 6 properly, right? Do you know? Because, I mean, if that's the case, I don't mind like going back to stage 6 and just doing that. Before that, you just don't fall in the pitfalls, and one of the candles there has a key. Oh, okay, so I guess it is no matter what in stage 3. In a while since you play. So yeah, basically, you rescue her on stage 3. And then that's it. Well, that's it. That's enough, I guess. I wonder if I would have lost the key. It's a possibility. If I would have missed the key, I mean. So I guess, well, if that's the case, I mean, I could try replaying stage 3 to see what happens when you rescue her, and then go straight to stage 6, probably. It's like that will be a good idea. I will need to check for passwords for that. Because, I mean, as I say before, this seems like the type of boss fight that will take a while. And because of that, I wouldn't do it twice, but I do want to see the ending, right? Like the good one, I mean, no, not the bad one. What am I supposed to do there, dude? The guy doesn't... What? What do you want me to do? I mean, I could crouch, I guess. If I remember, you get a new stage from not falling 2. After that, it goes back to Clock Tower. Oh, so like you also skip death. You also skip a stage. Because basically you will go from stage 3 to stage 4. You think so? Okay. Well, I could try going back there. Just that it's a little bit of a pain in the ass to input the password again, I guess. That feels like a pain, but then again, what I'm doing right now is a pain too. So, yeah. I mean, if we're measuring pains, I will say that they are both just as painful. I'm assuming that there is a possibility that the stages I played... Wait, I don't have any lives, then that's pretty good. pretty nice. There's a possibility that the stages I played are not as annoying now that I know how to deal with them, but I mean, some of them are still annoying regardless. You know, it's even worse that the projectiles don't even spawn when he's not on the screen. Also, it's not worth it to use the item crash here at all. Yeah, the laugh is pretty interesting. The thing is that sometimes I'm not even sure when to hit him. Because sometimes it's like he doesn't even... He doesn't even have the hitbox available, I don't know. Like, it's a very specific time that he doesn't have iframes. What? The maximum recordings time? Oh, because I've been playing for 2 hours? I don't give a shit about the replay, what are you talking about? No, I don't care about restarting the recording. Well, I guess the game doesn't know that I'm streaming. A legitimate one coin clear. That's a weird thing. I mean, why didn't it say that on the Metroidvania games? I guess because they don't save a replay like this one. That's a possibility. But still, quite a weird thing to do to record a replay without my consent, Mr. Game. You're a little bit weird. Yeah, sure, whatever you say. Save a replay. It's because I've been playing the game for like 2 hours. The game was like, no, this shit is too much. Yeah, consent optional. It seems to be the case for the game. Now, I gotta say that you can say a lot of things about difficulty or whatever, but I think that it's very clear to say that this fight is dog shit. Like, I wanted to wait until I am able to get to the next phases and whatever, but like, this fight is dog shit, dude. It's not just about the difficulty, it's badly done. Because, like, you stay here for an eternity. Rondo final boss was easy mode. No, but see, again, it's not about difficulty. Forget about the difficulty. It's about how badly it's made. Like, the fact that this guy... Well, first of all, the fact that you have bottomless speed for no reason is an issue. But there is also the fact that this guy can randomly spawn very far from you, right? To the point that not only you cannot attack, but also he cannot attack. So it's like, what's the point of that? Why don't you code the RNG to make it so he always appears within 2 blocks of you, instead of appearing randomly anywhere, right? That seems weird and completely unnecessary. And then you have the fact that he has a shit ton of iframes and a shit ton of health. Like, that's a bad combination. A lot of iframes and a lot of health. And keep in mind, this is only the first phase. There will be another one. Because I know that there are a lot of people that make fun of Speedo Dracula because he looks like a moron. So I know there is a second phase. At least. So that's the thing. All of this with a second phase seems like a horrible idea. If this was the only phase, I will understand. It will be, I mean, I will think that it's still shitty, but it at least makes sense. You know, like you want to have a relatively long and difficult final boss, sure. But no, it's 2 phases at least, and the first one already lasts forever. And the problem is that it's not that it lasts forever for any other reason than the fact that it has a lot of questionable things, you know. Not that the player is being overly cautious or whatever, you know. Just because it's the way it works. But yeah, a little bit annoying. Maybe it's a better idea to just focus on finishing the game like this, rather than worrying about the other endings. Because if I worry about the other endings now, I won't have enough time to finish the game today. Well, I don't even know if I will be able to finish the game today regardless, but the point is that I definitely know that I won't if I worry about playing other stages other than this one. But that's what I do know. 100%. Okay, for some reason it's not working anymore, that strategy. Ending's not working, considering same gimmick like Rondo. You might as well get them there. It's just that I wanted to see Maria being happy. I mean, I don't give a shit about Annette, but I wanted to see Maria smile. You know? Maria is one of my favorite characters in the franchise. I don't want to see her sad. You know? Well, for some reason the Medusa heads, I cannot kill them now. I'm not sure what's the issue. Why it's not working. I guess I'm doing it too early, the hit. Yeah, I guess that's the issue. I'm hitting too early. So that one threw me off regardless. Damn it. I guess, you know, more than the ending, another thing that I'm interested is in the death fight. As it will feel incomplete to play a Castlevania game and not fight death. You know? That seems like a mistake. But yeah. Wow. That was something. Well, I have no lives, by the way. Pretty cool. Pretty nice. But yeah. At least you get healed here. Just that this healing seems like something you will want to save for the second phase, not for this. Wow, can you hit it? Okay, thank you. I guess the best idea is to stay in the middle, because I guess staying in the middle you have the highest chance of this guy appearing in a place you can fight him. Probably. Okay. I guess we need to be patient. In the top 10 hardest fight from the guy I downloaded this was like top 7. Top 7? Oh shit. It might be. I don't know. I mean, really? You know that I hesitated to do a full jump because I thought I would overshot and I ended up undershooting. Well, I mean, I don't know about what comes next, but I can tell you that the first phase is just long. It's not hard. But yeah, that's just the first phase. The first phase is very doable. It's just annoying because of how long it is and the fact that you have to quite literally wait. That is very annoying. But yeah, that's okay. Bro, there's something wrong with the hitbox of my hit every time that I'm trying to hit a candle. Like, it refuses to hit the candles. Like, it likes the candles way too much and it doesn't want to hit them. It thinks like them, they look so beautiful. They are such a nice decoration, I don't want to ruin it. Because every time I try it feels like I just fail. Not every time, but I mean more times than I wish. A Medusa. Oh, because it appeared. Wow. Wait, I've been thinking of something. Though, see, here's the thing. If you are crouching and you are hitting, what happens is that you will be pushed back. But if you're just crouching, that's when you don't get pushed back. I actually don't think that crouching is a good strategy here because like there is no reason to just kill me, come on. Do it easily. I can just fall there. Man. Really? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a lie. I'm sorry, game, but that is a dirty lie and you know it. That champ, I made it. You know that you're lying, game. You know that you are a dirty little liar. I fucked up again. Like, one thing that... I mean, it's something that is obvious, but basically the Medusa heads spawn on the direction you are looking. So that means that if I turn around while one of them is about to spawn, it's gonna spawn from the right, which you don't want to, though maybe it is preferable. So if I do that, I need to do something different, not just attack the way I'm attacking. But no, I don't think it's preferable, especially after practicing this strategy so much. Doesn't seem like a good idea at all. Dark Samus was in there too. You'll rewatch to remember who was the first one. Didn't you say that the guy from Diddy Kong Racing was the first one? Forgot his name, something like Pig something. Wasn't that the hardest one or what? I thought that was the hardest one. Yeah, Whispig. Wasn't that number 1 in that list? It's funny because Whispig is an impossible boss if you don't know the strategy. Like the fact that you're supposed to not press the accelerator at all when you hit a boost. And like you need to wait until the boost is over. If you don't know that, the race is indeed impossible. But yeah, once you know that, it's very easy. Manual check. Well, that's how it was in Rage Racer. In Rage Racer, the very last race in the oval is a manual check, because the only cars fast enough to win that are manual only cars. So that's a real manual check. So yeah, I know that you meant manual as like the guide, but I mean manual as the transmission. That's a real manual check, you know. The game checks if you can play with manual transmission, which is fucked up because in those arcade games, most people that play casually, myself included, you don't use you don't use manual transmission usually. I mean, it's not supposed to be a simulator. But in that game, at the end, you are forced to do manual transmission. I guess it's a cool way of adding difficulty. Because, I mean, after all, you are racing in an oval, which means that you only need to worry about shifting at the beginning. And then it's basically a matter of just keep going. So it's easier said than done, especially on that last race. It's definitely not that easy. But yeah. Man, I love that game so much. Rage Racer is such an amazing game. It's one of those games that I feel like I should play yearly. I already played twice on stream. I should play it a third time and a fourth time. And a fifth time as well, just for good measure. I really love that game. An amazing game. Now, you know what's the funny thing about this boss? Is that I'm pretty sure that the second phase is gonna show up. And I'm basically gonna die within 2 seconds. Like basically making like this combination of very long ass phase and just dying immediately. It will make it very funny. But I can imagine that will be the case. So I mean I'm not that worried because I know it will happen. But yeah, no issues. Playing games that make you happy. I know. Just that I don't know if it's a good idea to play them too much. That's unfortunate. Because you know, if you play them too much, like you're gonna wear them down or wear them off. But whatever, the point is that you're gonna probably get tired of them. You know? Or no, I mean, I'm still not tired of playing Project Diva so often, so I guess it's not the case. I guess as long as you play... Well, no, at the same time I don't play Project Diva every day. That's also true. Okay, so that's a problem. If he decides to do that attack from afar, you basically have no reaction time. But how do you deal with it? Because it seems that those projectiles will knock you back even while you are crouching. I don't think standing in a high platform is a better idea. So I guess I could do it. Oh, that didn't reach. Beat Area of Sorrow 8 times. Resident Evil 4 like 16 times. I can see that being the case. That's very fucked up, by the way, because there was no way to hit him except for waiting for that specific moment, but when he does that attack, the projectiles are so fast there's nothing you can do about it. Very messed up if you ask me, but hey. But yeah, there is a game you like, you can beat it multiple times. So a game like Project Diva, you don't really beat it. You have other way of beating it, but I don't think it's related to the game particularly. Yeah, no. You beat it to it? Maybe. Following the King of Pop advice, beat it. Indeed, very wise words. Are you getting too predictable? No, it's not that I'm getting predictable. It's that you are here every single day. You know? I'm getting predictable to someone that is here constantly. Which is a different story. You know? It's like if you're in my walls. No, bro, you gotta understand, I'm not American. I don't have walls made out of cardboard. So you cannot be on my walls. Unless you are made out of bricks. Wake up DP. But wake up DP is not something that is always predictable. You know? Wake up DP is a valid option. Bamboo walls? So you didn't say bamboo, you say bamboo. I'm not sure what material bamboo is, but I'm sure it's great. Wake up 2A. Yeah, that's pretty much wake up mashing. Bimbo walls? Bimbo like the bread? Like the bread brand? It would be nice. Oh, he spawned? I didn't know he could spawn on that column, all the way to the left. Now I do. I also think that he uses the ball attack after a specific amount of fire attacks. The question is how many? Probably 3. If he does it here, it means that it is 3. Okay, so he does 3 fireball attacks and then 1 dark ball attack. Alright. That seems to be how it works. But at least you know what to expect. Because they are definitely not random. There is only one platform, I think, he can spawn on where the dark balls can actually hit me. So you will have to get very unlucky for him to spawn in that platform and at the same time do the dark ball attack. Because I think there's only one other platform that is as low as the one I'm standing in, which is the one where he shoots fire from, I'm pretty sure. You will have to get very, very unlucky. I thought he was gonna do the dark balls there. I guess I wasn't counting right at all. I was off by one. Now the question is if I'm doing this right, because maybe there is a faster way to beat this guy. I don't think there is. Because I mean, if you try to chase after him, you could go to the wrong side. I mean, if you go to the wrong side, it seems like it's just wasting as much time as just staying still, right? Wouldn't it be the same? Wow, I missed that. Unbelievable. Okay. I really wonder if I will be able to see the second phase today. I really wonder. Will be nice, I admit. Will be quite a nice gift. Build house out of gingerbread. That does seem like a problem. Okay, 2 more hits. Oh no, never mind, 1. Alright. So here he becomes a Speedo Dracula, though I don't see the Speedo. I've been lied to. Alright, so he floats a little bit, throwing fireballs, and then he lands over the platform he is in. Wait, wasn't I told that this guy, so I was gonna see, well, I mean, I'm glad that he's not in a Speedo. That seems like the best outcome. I expected it to be like that. Well, yeah, I'm fine with the current result though. I won't complain. But yeah, it's still annoying that you have to wait so much. I mean, my real question is if anyone tested this. Because it feels like this is not tested at all. I understand that this game is an amalgamation of assets from Rondo of Blood. I understand that the development was probably rushed. But like, did no one object against the first phase of the final boss? Like being way too long? Did no one think about that? None? Not a single soul? Maybe I can fit 2 projectiles? I doubt it though. Oh, you can fit 2 projectiles. I don't think you can fit 3. I guess I could check. Oh, maybe you can fit 3. Okay. Well, maybe it could take less than I expected. That is assuming you get lucky enough that you get it right next to you. If you don't, I'm afraid not. So if you get him on 2 platforms from here, or there even, that also will not work. So you need to especially get him in these 2 platforms next to me. Hey Draynor, how is it going? I'm here a little bit stuck, it seems. I don't know if I should say a little bit, or like a lot. Like very stuck. But yeah, it is the way it is. Okay, you can still fire 2 axes, even in that platform. Okay, that works. And very nice attack, Mr. Dracula, I gotta say. Amazing. Fuck. I guess for attacks like that I should stay at the left edge of the platform so I don't fall. Or well, the right one depending where he's facing. Or where I'm facing. Alright. At least it seems that the adze is indeed the right weapon for the show. The adze seems to be working very well. Fuck me if this isn't annoying, holy shit. It is. It indeed is very annoying. I mean, that's the thing. You can say, because you know that when I say that the Castlevania Chronicles was the hardest Castlevania game, someone say that, wait, Dracula X is the hardest Castlevania game. It seems like they didn't like my judgment. But the thing is that like so far in the whole game the only hard thing has been the final boss, which I mean it's still a good argument, but I think that in Castlevania Chronicles there are legitimately some stages that you will get stuck for a very long time. You know? Some stages that are quite messed up. But yeah. And I mean those stages differently from this one. When you have to start over, you have to redo a very long portion of the game. Maybe I'm not counting properly. Maybe it's every 4 attacks instead of every 3. I'm still not sure. But I do think that it is consistent. It's not RNG when he uses the dark balls. Damn, I'm getting so unlucky right now. It's not appearing in any of these platforms. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I just needed to complain. That's how it works. Okay, so if he spawns on one of these two, you can hit him 3 times instead of just 2. If he appears far though, I don't think so. Okay, thankfully I jump a little bit to the right to land properly, but that was pretty close. Alright. Wait, what if I stand here? It will be safer to stand here. Just that I cannot really hit him. Oh, at least you can crouch that attack. Oh, okay. He has a very high attack speed. Because the adses are perfect for reflecting. Well, reflecting. You're not reflecting shit. I mean for stopping those fireballs. But he chugs them out very fast. That's a problem. Oh, hello. Didn't even dare to attack. I should have, but I did not. Yeah. I didn't know that that platform was on the right side. It almost makes me want to go there, but I think that the chances of him being hittable are obviously gonna be a lot lower, right? If I go there. I'm kinda tempted to find out. Just that I think that this strategy compared to anything else seems like it's the one that works the best. It really seems like you can get the most hits out of it, assuming that he appears where he has to appear, which that's fully up to RNG, something that you cannot avoid. But at least here you can cash in the damage in 5 platforms. If I were to go all the way to the right, I will only cash in damage for a couple of them. That will be bad. Sometimes if you attack too fast, it's like the third adze doesn't come out. It's a little bit weird the way it works. Alright. Okay, there I can just do that. And that projectile is not gonna hit me. Problem is that he's gonna keep approaching. I'm not sure how good of an idea is to let him approach like this, because eventually there's nowhere to run, you know? I don't know why sometimes I cannot use the adze. It's like right now I'm only allowed to use the adze once. That sucks. Like, for some reason it only lets me use it once, but when I'm in the previous phase it lets me use it twice. So I'm not sure why. Or maybe it's that you need to spam both very quickly. I don't know. I'm really not sure how it works. Like, see, here it allows me to do it pretty quickly. Well, in fact, there it allowed me to keep going. Okay, I think the trick is that, like, you cancel an adze throw with another adze throw. I think that's how it works. Like, if you take too long to do an adze throw, it does the whip instead. I think that's how it is. Probably. Maybe not, I don't know. Anything is possible. It seems like the chicken is a little bit useless unless you come here from the stage and you are damaged from the stage. But if you start from the fight with full health, you're not gonna use that at all. Oh, I'm at the wrong side. I don't like that. It also kinda mixes you up with the projectiles. A little bit of an asshole. Uh-oh. I can't believe it, damn it. Tried to switch platforms and got fucked instead. Fuck. I mean, you need to switch platforms fast if he's approaching you. It's not that easy to move because as soon as you move, he can attack you with anything and you are you're gonna end up in a bottomless pit. Not the brightest idea, but I mean, the other alternative is staying there and dying. I don't think that's a good alternative either. I also don't think that it's worth it to use the item crash at all, because if you item crash, it seems like you will only hit him a couple of times, and obviously you're gonna lose a lot of hearts, so you're not gonna be able to use it again. It doesn't seem like the smartest idea, if you ask me. Come on, dude, I hate this guy so much. What a bunch of pieces of shit. I guess the best thing that I can do there, so they reset their position, is to just go into here. They will reset. Seems that when they reset, they are more close to the left, which means that they are less annoying. Okay, that was bullshit, dude. I fell through the platform there. Yeah, these platforms are a little bit wacky, depending on how you board them. Oh, I gotta say that the Medusa heads here were a little bit unnecessary. Well, I mean, you can say that about every place they spawn, but I think that especially here, they are a little bit unnecessary. Just a little bit. I don't know why that didn't work. That should have worked, but... Wait, it's better to die here, actually. Because I will reappear up there. Yeah. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. I'll take that. Oh, but I won't take that. Oh, fuck you, dude. What an absolute piece of shit of a level, a boss, and everything. Now, the game will be better if it should finish on the previous stage. Well, that happens more than you think, actually. The fact that a final level ruins an entire game is something that happens more often than I wish it did. Yeah, that's very common, unfortunately. Too many games shit themselves on the final stage for no reason. But yeah, it happens. What can you do? What can you do about it? But yeah. I guess that... Look, I will put myself a time limit from now. So I feel like it's a good idea considering the kind of challenge we are doing. I think that a good limit is like the 3.5 hour mark, considering that tomorrow is Sunday. I think that it's a good limit. I mean, there is still 45 minutes left. I will say that 45 more minutes is very reasonable, in the sense that if I don't get it in those 45 minutes, then it's pretty much better to not get it at all, you know. I think that it's a reasonable limit. No sleep until clear. Yeah, see, that's not a reasonable limit. That is indeed the opposite of reasonable. Indeed. A fine example. I just don't understand why this garbage sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. I don't understand what's the point. Like, sometimes it decides to work, some other times it just doesn't want to work. You clear in this attempt. You know that never works, Draynor. No matter how many times you say it, that just doesn't work. Sorry to break it to you. Yeah, that really does not work. But yeah, that's fine. Not with that attitude. I mean, I think the real attitude that matters here is the attitude of the RNG, and if it wants to feel generous or not. A lot of times it doesn't feel generous. No, it's just the way it is. But it happens. See, like for example, with this RNG, we are not going anywhere. That's what I can tell you. This type of RNG, even if I stay here until I sleep, it still wouldn't be enough time. I might fuck that up. Wait, let me blow my nose real quick. Because you know, this game, differently from most of the other classic Castlevanias, it's a game that doesn't have a timer. You can basically take an insane amount of time and nothing is gonna stop you. See, in the NES ones you had a time limit. I mean, you usually never hit the time limit because you either die or die. You know, you either die or you clear it. But yeah, they were still there. So if you took a very long time, you will die. Mario style. I mean, at that point in time, games were still with that arcade DNA. So a time limit was something that they just had. Even though it made no sense for them to have it, but they still had it. But yeah, I guess at the time this game was made, they were starting to stop that. Well, I mean, even including especially Rondo of Blood, which is a game that, with the fact that you have multiple paths and stage select, is something that already goes quite far from a standard arcade experience, right? But yeah. I still don't understand why sometimes I can throw multiple axes and sometimes I don't. I don't get the logic behind it. I hesitated to attack in case he used the dark balls, but he didn't. It's pretty far here, so it might be a good attempt, but unfortunately it isn't. I need to remember to stay on the left or right edge of the platform when he's on that phase. Because if I get hit there, it wouldn't matter, though I could also jump over the fireballs. But that seems like a worse idea, though I don't know, maybe it is a better idea. Hey, what will you recommend, Kael? Jumping over the fireballs or using the whip to dispel them? What would you say that it's the best idea? For the second phase, I mean, obviously. What do you say? I'm a little bit torn on what to do there. They both seem like... I don't know why that champ was so bad. Most of my PTSD is on first phase. I block my memories of the second phase. Well, that's a shame. That is indeed quite a shame. But yeah. I don't know. Like, the second phase doesn't seem that easy at all. I mean, it's not super hard, but the fact that depending on how you get hit means that you should die feels like a problem. But I'm a little bit unsure of what to do there. But, I mean, the first phase has PTSD mostly because of how long you spend on it. Because it's not really a hard phase by itself, it's just that it's so long and boring. You know, that's the problem. If it wasn't like that, it wouldn't be a problem. But it is like that. Okay, what can you do? Hey, at least I got back to the boss very quickly this time. Gotta look at the bright side. Oh, hello. Wow, nice misses. Very good. At least you pick the chicken. Guess that's something. It was pretty nice. Exactly. The perfect angle to not hit. It's harder to do that than actually hitting him. Indeed. The classic. The absolute classic. Ooh, I almost jumped too early there. And come on. You gotta stay at the edge there in case he spawns on the right side and uses the dark ball attack. So that way he's gonna hit me, but he's not gonna push me out. Or maybe he will, because there are two balls. So it will be like that, I don't know. I will assume it won't. Hopefully. Almost got cooked there. I just need to just in case do that. Alright, got his ass. Yeah, as long as you're on the edge, you're not gonna die from falling, that is. You can still die from damage, but one thing at a time at least. I should understand why. Maybe it's because of a sprite limit that it doesn't let you use so many axes. It could be. Well, I got an extra life, but I'm gonna shove up my ass. Alright. Oh, he just disappeared. Nice. Can you imagine that I fall there? Epic. Alright. Pretty nice. Told you so? What you mean told you so? That wasn't the attempt. That was like 2 attempts afterwards. Oh, you were gone so it doesn't count? Oh, I see. Fuck you. Alright, so this is apparently the bad ending. Well, you are supposed to imagine it's the bad ending, because it doesn't show Annette and Maria dying. But considering that the intro tells you they've been captured, the fact that they are not with you implies they died. Well, not to mention that the second to last boss is kinda supposed to be Annette. Right, I guess that's what I interpret. But yeah, I wonder what's the difference with the ending. I probably you have them by your side or some shit. But yeah. Now starts the second loop with the true last boss. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, unfortunately, the final stage is garbage. And the final boss is garbage too. Like, especially the final boss. But, well, the stage is whatever. But yeah, the final boss, it's not good. But it's not good, as I say, it's not about difficulty or preference. I think that from a technical level, it's a bad boss. As I say, the fact that the RNG can make him spawn in places you cannot reach him and you are just supposed to wait and nothing else, that's stupid. Because you can think, well, why don't you chase after him? But it's a 50-50. Like, did he appear on the right or on the left? You don't know because you don't see him, right? So I think that, as I say, from a technical standpoint, it's a bad boss. But yeah, I mean, it's not like I care too much. At least I won. Not with the good ending, but I mean, I don't know. I guess I could have an excuse to replay it, though that's the real question. Why would I want to replay it? Right? That's the real question to ask here. Why would I replay this? Yeah, I guess it's a thing I could do if I somehow feel like torturing myself. I wonder if it's gonna count as game beaten. Oh, it does. See? Okay, look. The game has a crown. That's the same crown on the other games in the collection, so that means I beat the game. Sure, it wasn't a fancy finish, but it was a finish. So you know that I'm curious to see what the remaining achievements in this collection are, because there are more achievements left than I thought, considering that this game didn't have a single achievement for the bosses. It only has achievements for, well, one achievement for beating the game. So the other achievements are, let me show you, let me read it to you. So, collect all furnitures in Harmony of Dissonance, collect all the souls in Area of Sorrow, collect all the cards in Circle of the Moon, well, save Maria and save Annette in Dracula Eds, beat the game as Julius in Area of Sorrow, beat the game as Maxim in Harmony of Dissonance, and watch the ending in Magician mode in Circle of the Moon. Those are the remaining achievements, so yeah, saving Maria and Annette are indeed the achievements I will lack from this game. And yeah, I would like to save Maria, but maybe some other day. But your family is dead. Well, only my sister. Only Maria is dead, which apparently is my sister in this game. The horse didn't seem stolen. The ending showed the horse. And about the Morris family, that might be. But anyways, that's been Dracula Eds, and that's also been the entire Advanced Collection on Steam, so good for that as well. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me for today, so thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream. I have no clue with what, but we will see. Have a good one and take care, everyone.